Did you know that the knowledge of who you truly are, and which career you could actually get paid to shine like a star at in this lifetime, is no further away than your own DNA, locked in at the exact time you were born? Did you know that this knowledge, which you've been carrying around with you in code form from birth, only needs to be plugged into a special calendar to reveal its secrets to you in pure form? Did you know that, for over 1,750 years people used the secret code inside this calendar for deciphering who they were and where their special talents lay, but that this secret code was lost when the Roman calendar was imposed on the New World, which is the same one we all use today? You probably didn't know all that, but don't worry. Most of us didn't. Why the missing code to your true calling has been hidden from you until now? It's true, for years, people used this ancient calendar for everything from determining the best time to plant corn to knowing who they should marry, but then the Spanish came over the ocean in their ships, burning and pillaging, and that's when the old stone calendar got buried in the earth and the new, Roman calendar was made the law. Believe it or not, this is the very same calendar you now have hanging in your kitchen, which we've all been using for the past 2058 years. This Roman calendar is known as the Julian calendar, because they named it after Julius Caesar. No kidding. It's the truth. So what's the problem with this new calendar? Here's the problem: it's got major flaws. You see, not only does it not contain the secret code that people use to unlock their potential in life, but it actually is missing several days, why we have leap years, ignores an entire cycle of the moon going around the earth, and has got the names of the months wrong. Ever think it's kind of strange that October comes from octo, meaning 8, when it's actually the 10th month? Well, you're right. Reason is, when our calendar was first created, the Romans didn't even count January and February as months. The official year started on March 1st. And there were only 10 months. No wonder things have gotten screwed up. Including losing the code you needed to use to uncover your true nature in life, along with who your soul mate could be, what career you would shine at, and make the most money doing. Why it's crucial to know what your kid's code is too. Of course, you couldn't have known all this before. Almost nobody does. But the shocking thing is, what this means about discovering your true nature and how it's been covered up all these years. I'll explain in a moment, including something pretty creepy involving the number 13. But first, here's something that is going to make you extremely happy. Decoding your true identity, and starting your new life, takes just 53 minutes. Listen, let's be honest here. Liz and I haven't always known our true natures either, or been working in roles that fit us perfectly, by a long shot. You may not believe this, but way back before we started using this system to make decisions about how to run our own company and where each of us should fit into the workflow day to day, things didn't always flow so well. In fact, sometimes they were downright disastrous. I remember this one time in Scotland when we had a complete meltdown in the middle of a big company launch we were doing. I won't go into the details, but let's just say we were both frantic, our entire family was uprooted with nowhere to live, and our company was crashing and burning. At one point, Liz actually ended up throwing all the plans for our launch into the air and screaming, "I can't do this anymore." In the end, we realized everything was crashing and burning on us simply because Liz was being forced to do the type of thing she wasn't meant to do, according to the code of this ancient calendar. At that point I sat down with her, took her by the hands, looked her in the eye and said, "Liz, you don't have to do this anymore, let's look back at the code from the calendar and what it says we should do." And that's when things started to change for us. I'm only telling you this because I want you to know we understand what it's like to be horribly unhappy in the job or role you're in, but feel like there's no escape. You don't feel like anything can change about your situation because A. Someone has to do everything you do, right? B. There's simply not enough time to change things. C. Where's the money going to come from? Here's the good news, you don't need a lot of money, it takes less than $20 in fact, and you don't need a lot of time to find out your true nature and start feeling the difference today. All you really need is your birth date, your birth time, and about 53 minutes to listen to a fascinating message all about you. Click the link in the description for more info.